Hello. Come on outside and check out the lovely day. Don't mind the washing. Sun. Look at our little plants and herbs that I'll use in just a minute because I'll show you what I'm doing. I made a purchase today of my very first whole fish. Dun dun dun. Actually, I'll do it this way. Oh, I can't. There he is. This is a very fresh red snapper. So I'm going to do, I'm going to bake them in the oven. I'm going to like stuff some stuff in them. The fishmonger descaled it and degutted it, but I will fillet him and stuff. But I'll bake the whole thing in the oven. And then after it's baked, I will cut off the head and the fins and stuff, and I'm going to make a fish stock. Because I'm just, you know, I'm that kind of girl now. I'm like a use the whole animal type person. Even though Miles and I are mostly vegetarians now, we're like fishitarians. So I know that's really a cop-out for proper vegetarians, but we need a little bit of omega-3s in our diet. So we eat a lot of fish now, actually. Quite a bit. So it's the first time I've done a whole one, though. That I can remember, anyway. So it's all good. Alright, I will let you know how it goes. Bye. Alright, through the magic of TV, I've prepared the fish and it's ready to go in the oven. So here we go. The poor nonconformist wouldn't fit in the pan, so he got adjusted. I'm baking the head and the tail so that they're fully, all the flavors brought out of them to put in the stock. And I've just done some salt and pepper and some ginger and some citrus. It's really basic, and I just drizzled the stuff on the top with a bit of olive oil so it doesn't burn as bad in the oven. And I'm just going to bake this bad boy, and we'll see what happens. Could be a disaster, just making it all up as I go. So I think that's how you learn, though. So we'll see. Alrighty then, bye. Okay, give the fishy about 40 minutes in the oven, and it looks pretty done. I forgot I was vlogging, so I already knocked all the citrus off, but look at that. So I'm going to let it rest for a bit, and then I'm going to grab it up. Okay, bye. Okay, so McFishy is rested, and oh good, yeah, just keep honking your horn. Alright, yeah, don't worry about it. Okay, so I pulled the meat off and just popped it in here. I wasn't particularly careful about saving the fillets and stuff because I'm just going to throw it on top of the salad, which leaves the leftover bones and the head and the tail and stuff. Pretty much everything went smoothly except when I pulled the head out of the pan and I got to put it in the pot, I dropped it on my oven mitt and all this juice leaked out, and I was like, oh. It was like one of those absolutely gross out moments in life. So yeah, that's in the washer with like the hottest water and like sanitizer and everything else. Anyway, it's really important to keep shit quarantined, especially fish stews, because Jesus Christ, it's just gross. Anyway, stock time. Fishy, etc. You don't have to be very fancy when you make stock. Fish stock's like pretty much any other stock, except you don't bring it to the boil when you make it, you just simmer it, or else it goes really cloudy, which is not ideal for fish stock. So I've just got onions, and it's supposed to be a carrot. I just grabbed a handful of carrot sticks I had chopped up, a few peppercorns, and some herbs. I've just got like thyme and oregano. It's supposed to be a bouquet of garni, but I can't be stuffed to make one. So, got hot water. Gonna fill it up. I'm gonna need more than that, and just throw stuff in. There's no real science to it. It's tougher to do one-handed. See how I do. Ooh, there we go. Alright. Turn this guy on. And I'll get it going. I'll check in with you in a bit. Okay, bye. Okay, so we got the simmer going here, and the little bubbles you see around the edge, these guys here, you gotta take them out. And get rid of them. I'm just dumping them in the sink, and then just dipping the spoon in hot water to make sure I'm not returning any of them. And change that water frequently. It's easiest to do with a metal spoon, and the only metal spoon I had was actually one of my salad servers. Looks a little bit like a catcher's mitt, but it gets the job done. The reason why there's so many in there is it just started. As you go, they go. They don't come back once you get rid of them, but it's a little bit of a laborious process, especially for fish stock, because you're just simmering. It's easier when I have two hands. But yeah, you can boil faster with the other stocks and get them out, but I will tune in a while. Bye. Here's the final product. Don't mind the dishwasher. Anyway, I just took after I boiled it for the amount of time I wanted. It wasn't quite the amount of time I wanted, but I got to work, so here it is. This is a big one. See how clear it is? It's not cloudy. That one will be soup. The rest of them will be used for probably rice or risotto or whatever I'm making. Anyway, it's been a slice. I gotta go. Bye. Well, we're just on the way to post this application for migration to Australia by a de facto partner.
We thought that we had to go in and give it, but at the last minute we were wrong.
Yes, so we have to go and find a post office and physically mail it to him. We can't just hand it to him like we thought. So that's all good. But here is a little tour of it if you want to see. It's quite detailed. Okay, so here it is. Application for migration to Australia by a de facto partner. And the first thing to note is just the sheer size of this thing. So we've got to go post it. We didn't realize that until the last minute, but I wonder how much it will cost to post.
About 20 bucks?
20 bucks, hopefully. That's a good
That's good within Melbourne.
it's a good conservative estimate. I think it'll be more like 30 bucks to post. But yeah, it was $2,960 to lodge the application to begin with, so they better bloody approve it. Here's a little bit of a tour of it. This is our story. We'll make this available online to anyone who wants to see it, but it's just basically cataloging all of our adventures so far. Proof of relationship. And a nice glare action here. And then this is our visa requirements. These are all the forms in this one. These are all the different stat decks in this one. This is the evidence from the first Canada trip. This is the evidence for the second Canada trip. Jenn's first Australia trip. Myles' third Canada visit. And everything from the beginning of the year. And we've got proof of relationships, joint bank accounts, joint utilities, yada yada yada, and phone bills, because we have to, this is the big part of it, this is all of our phone bills from our entire relationship, because we have to prove that we've been in contact this whole time and haven't just been having a sporadic relationship. So that's the gist of it. All organized, all ready to submit, so we're a little nervous, but I think it's really good. They, you know that whole saying, less is more? That doesn't apply to visas. More is more. The more evidence you can give, the better. So we did. So we'll see how it goes. Anyway.
Saying that, they don't need every single bill. They just need to know that, you know, from one bank statement that you're joining stuff.
Exactly. Like an example of our bank statement.
Yeah.
And we had to write, like, how we work our joint finances. We had to write about how we share the responsibility of chores around the house. It was really detailed, but it's cool. Anyway.
You certainly, it's very detailed and a very intimate description of what you have to give. Mm-hmm. So if you're into constant privacy, possibly not the best thing for you.
No kidding. Yeah, they know everything now. Anyway, talk to you later. Bye.
Bye.
Good morning. Pardon the hairdo. We just woke up. It is a lovely morning in Melbourne, and it has been really hot the last few days, and then we had a big storm to break it, so now it's really crisp and moist in the air, and we are just sitting out at our new bistro set, which apparently they don't call a bistro set in Australia. But here's the table. Here's the chairs. And it's just lovely. Here's the view. Here's all our plants. Our next investment is a plant stand. I don't know what to do. We've got so many, and they're taking over most of the deck. What are you doing, baby?
I'm getting some chives for our breakfast. So that's the best thing about herbs.
It is. Miles is making me breakfast because I'm the luckiest girl in the world. And this is what I just made. It's juice, or as I call it, vegetable Drano. We've both been losing a lot of weight eating healthy, and this stuff keeps us regular. Instead of doing all of the juice in the juicer, I just do the beets and the carrots in the juicer, and then I use one of those stick blenders. Today there was a lot of apples in there because a few of them were just about to go off. Apples and pears and oranges, and always one lemon if you're putting beets in. And I didn't put spinach in today, but usually spinach. And then you just... And then about a half hour later, boom! But it's good. It gets everything moving. And Miles is cooking me breakfast. Don't mind the mop and the bike stand in the back. We're doing a big clean out today and reorganize. We submitted our visa on Friday, which has been the most tremendous weight off of our shoulders. We have been doing the visa work to the exclusion of everything else, so now it's catch-up time, and it's like a whole new lease on life, and we're so happy. It's good. Anyway, it looks like Miles is using some smoked salmon and stuff, so I'll show you the breakfast after. Bye! So here's a bit more of the deck as it sits at the moment. So this is coming out the kitchen door. So a little set with my tea now. Here are the herbs. It's raining a bit right now, but that's okay, we're undercover here. So what I was thinking of doing, when I was doing yard work, is either getting one big tall plant stand that goes up this brick wall and attaches to the wall with like different tiers of plants, or getting 3 little bench type things to go around the perimeter there, and we can just have 2 layers of pots. So it's probably the more viable option at this stage. Another thing we were toying with is these are the French doors that open into the living room. Because they open out, I was thinking of maybe putting this inside in this little nook. I'll show you the little nook, which is full of shit right now, but this little nook. So if we move the stereo and the bikes out and stuff, we can just keep the bistro set up there, and then when we want to use it, we can open the doors. That way it stays out of the weather, and it's actually quite decorative. So, I don't know. We'll play around. Here it is to save the day. So what have we got there, Miles?
I've got some scrambled eggs, smoked salmon. That's Pacific salmon, so those back home in Canada it's a lot lighter.
To be specific, it's Pacific?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And avocado is salt and pepper and lemon juice.
Fantastic!
Not bad. Sunday breakfast outside. We'll have to do this a lot more often.
A lot more often. Now that we have somewhere to sit.
Mm.
Okay, well I'm gonna eat this. Bye.